Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir, Silent Gods. For today's video, we're going to talk about the things you should be wrapping up and double checking before your new season starts. So this is going to be true for everybody. Doesn't matter if your season is ending in 2 days, 3 days, ending in a week, ending in a month. These are just gonna kind of be a like checklist of items to go through to make sure you kind of completed everything, or if you have nothing else left to do because you did complete most of these, maybe there's a few things that you have been forgetting. So we're gonna go through 10 things you need to do before your season ends. Number 1, finish Pillar of Trial. So there's multiple ways to get there. Let's go through here. Pillar of Trial, yes. So I tried to finish Pillar of Trial on live on stream. I do have videos showcasing all of my attempts so far. I have a shortened version of just some of the hardest stages from Ice and Necrotic, but so far I have not beat stage 60, right? So I'm gonna try to go beat that stage 60 and get that final Heliolite die and the artifact that goes along with it. So this is a free legendary artifact. It's honestly not that crazy. I mean, Square gains 1 stack of attack up, 6% attack up per second for 10 seconds, where it loses 1 stack. I don't know. It's like got potential, but I don't think people seem to be too high on this, although I'd love to see some people properly test it a little deeper. But yeah, there is a free artifact there, so you probably want to finish your Pillar of Trial if you can, or just do what you can to at least get some of the rewards. Because things like Heliolite Die, Starlight Die, Heliolite Die, Worm Marrow, and Scrolls, they transfer over for the new season, so you definitely want to get those done. Next thing on the list, number 2, finish Fey Meander. So this is the other obvious, right? So I'm only on stage 81, and these are hard. Just to be very clear, I mean, I'm seeing some high-end players really struggle with these harder stages. Even as early as like 140, I'm hearing people really struggle. So don't be surprised if you feel like you are very stuck and it's just really difficult, because it is. It really is difficult, even for endgame players. Yes, there are some people that have actually done it, of course. Does it only show 10? Oh, it only shows the first 10. Okay. But yeah, the Arsalan was the first, as expected, and then we have the top 10 here. But it's hard. So there's, again, a ton of currency that will transfer, like dice, Worm Marrow, and scrolls that you want to take advantage of getting as much as you can of, at least. But I would not be surprised if most people can come nowhere near the end of this. Just kind of, you know, do what you can. And then tip number 3 is on this same page, Labyrinth of Curiosities. So unfortunately, the rewards are kind of meh. I mean, I've only opened up a few because I haven't gone through all your Fey. But as you go through Fey Meander, you will open up your Labyrinth of Curiosities and have more stages to do, which are conditional stages based on like fire element only, poison element only, non-legendaries only. That's kind of fun. So both Fey, of course, Fey has a free hero, which is actually pretty good. I like him. And then we have a artifact as well from Fey Meander, and then Labyrinth of Curiosities has an avatar and a frame. So you kind of just got to do what you can as much. And like, this is not one where you have to complete everyone in order like Fey Meander. This one is one where you can just skip around. You can just enter straight into a certain one. So like, if you're really weak on your poison heroes and you can't beat this one, oh well, just skip it, because you know what? To be fair, just skip these ones that, if you're like me and you have like less than a week left, who cares about the gear? Who cares about the Psychic Core, because that's going to fully reset anyway. Why would I worry about that? Oh wait, mine is full. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to try to do the things, aka Worm Marrow, dice, and scrolls that are going to transfer. So don't waste your time here just doing things for no reason, unless you just want to do it for the sake of doing it. Or, of course, if you're early on in your journey for season 1, it's going to be great. All right, next up, number 4 tip is to fight the NPCs. So there's a lot of these NPCs to fight in the different cities. Also, if you were really efficient, you might have marked some on the map. So like, okay, there's a let's see, where do I have an NPC? Okay, level 85 NPC. I think I already did that one. That was the Eulor looking girl, right? Yeah, okay. 85. Did I already fight her? Challenge. Yes, I already fought her. There was a check mark done. So if you're efficient as you're going along and you find battles that are too hard for you, mark it on the map, delete it when it's done, and come back to it later. But besides just marking things on the map, there are plenty of ones that are very like every city has their grouping of NPCs to fight. And there's probably a ton of rewards that you could be missing out on. Like, all right, can we fight Usha? Yes. See, free stuff. Wormaro. Again, some of it's going to be lower. Like this is only a level 95. So not the best. Some of them have Starlight Dye, but I think all of them have some Wormaro. Keep in mind, Wormaro adds up. I mean, Wormaro becomes those Heliolite Dye if you want that for next season, or Scrolls, or whatever you want it to be. So try to fight as many NPCs as you can. Go to all the cities, get all those resources, and make sure you're not missing out on any easy free stuff. It could be a little bit time consuming to go through and check exactly who has like an ability to be fought based on each area, but if you've completed everything, why not try to get the most rewards as possible? All right, and number 5 is going to be kind of what we were looking at the map, right? Finishing any unfinished duels or towers. Maybe you were, again, like me, you marked a few things in your map. So maybe you have some towers you never finished. Here's a tower that I might have never finished because it's in a weird place. So let's go find out. If I can't complete a tower while we're going along, I mark it on the map, label it as tower with a fight, a little scald, so I know it's a fight. And then I plan to come back to it later. And yep, sure enough, here's a tower that I never did. That's now going to be so easy, I probably don't even have to try. He runs really fast, though. Okay, so tower done, right? And what were the rewards? Gold, sandstone, 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 sandstone. Okay, so that one didn't give much, but maybe some of them give a little bit better. All right, now we're going to open up our bag. Tip number 6 is to check to see if you can find any more treasures from the treasure maps. So there's all these treasure maps that you might have in your bag. Once they've been completed, it shows that they're grayed out, but not everything's been completed. You might have something interesting here, like to meet at a certain area. The place where the giant deer sacrificed its life, called the heart meat. It's like something is here that I don't think I did to get a special reward. I think otherwise I did all the treasure maps now. There are some quest items that could lead to rewards that maybe if you read them, you missed out on. But there's also a lot of other things too. Like let's say you're at the end of your season and you're really trying to level up your best gear possible. Maybe you're low on gear because you're really trying to min-max all your teams. And maybe you have some quest items here that can be sold. I've already shown in previous videos, like you can sell some of these things. 200,000 gold for this phoenix egg. The quest is complete. We did it. I don't need that anymore. So if you can sell the items in your bag to get some extra gold to help you work on finishing off your gear that gets your best optimized builds for everybody with the team presets, you might as well do that too. All right, next thing is forgotten quests and achievements. Now this is one I am guilty of. So if obviously you can see in your like quest tab here, if you really, like I literally forgot a side quest. Just chilling here. Side quest, the flowers of sickbed. Never did it. I don't know. Guess I forgot it. Or if you were like me and when we had some of this area over here, the 3-team battles. I never did all of those. So maybe I pop over here and go beat those 3v3 battles, which actually I think I did. I just didn't clear these. I'll have to check. But yeah, those battles might result in some more rewards. If, by the way, guys, if you have completed the rat map and then you're not sure how to, you got all the pieces of the rat map and you didn't finish the quest, the rat map one to complete is here with this little branch where the tree goes over by Greygate Trading Post. Just trying to finish things up like that maybe you forgot to finish for side quests would be really smart. Make sure you have no more purple dots left. And then also on the idea of achievements, I think they're called. What do they call them? I know I didn't do all these. So here, collection albums. I didn't even finish this, guys. Look at this. I can still get some more Wormaro and finish off these quests. So I'm gonna have to find where these other ones are that I just never found when I was doing it along the way. So double checking to make sure you 100% did all of these is another tip. All right, number 8 tip here for things you must do before your season ends. Every day, try to be using all your stamina. Try to use all your stamina and your bread to at least farm maybe your goblin so you have as much potions as possible to level up your... Yeah, I'd say probably farm goblin or farm extra domains in case you have certain heroes you need to build for pushing more dragon battles, for pushing pillar, for pushing whatever it might be. Use all your stamina. Don't let it sit there. But by using all of your stamina, all of your bread, you can push your hard training. So you should be on one more hard training to finish out the season. The higher you rank, the higher your bonus rewards. So, I mean, if you can get top 50 because no one else is trying, that's 200 Wormaro. Top 20 is 350 Wormaro. That's a Heliolite die. That's a free summon. Top 1, of course. I doubt that'd be hard to, most people get that, but you know. Unfortunately, the rest of the stuff is probably not needed for most accounts, but don't forget about this for pushing the very end. I mean, this is still free Wormaro. Why not try to get as much as you can? It does transfer. All right, and then next tip, number 9, you should double check your shops and buy everything out. So I'm going to go through each shop and talk about that. Don't necessarily have to buy out artifacts because there's going to be new ones next season. So like I'm going to be sitting on this soul imprint because I'm waiting in case I get a dupe Flora. I need a dupe of something else to go with her. So this is on hold. But otherwise, I mean, you don't need to worry about buying this now. It's fine. Tokens. If you didn't use all of your tokens from the Hunter Blades, buy out whatever you can. Your arena shop. Once this resets, you're done. We have one more day and then we're going to have like the final week for rewards. So like if you didn't get the lucky playing cards in one season, this it does not transfer. Does it say it transfers? No, it doesn't. If it did, it would say fully reserved. So you kind of have to get any rewards you possibly can. If you're close to getting the lucky playing cards and your season's ending, you better hurry up and make it happen. But this is the time to buy the things that transfer. Heliolite, or Starlight, Heliolite, and Scrolls, right? Get as much as you can. If you didn't do Team Arena, maybe you pushed it to do so for the last season because you got nothing, or the last week or whatever, because you have nothing else to do. Maybe you try to get these rewards that I never got personally because I never did one single battle in Team Arena. Bard's Banquet, make sure you do all of your fights. I'm waiting until it refreshes in one more day so I can buy out my scrolls primarily. And then if I buy out all my scrolls, and then I'll buy Starlight die if I have anything left. Same thing with the Alliance shop. Again, just make sure buy all the Starlight die. It's the only thing that transfers. So if you're on your final week, get that while you can. Essence of Creation only partially transfers, remember? So this is not something, if you buy it from shops, it doesn't count. It's not going to transfer the same as if you earned it from summoning duplicate heroes. That's all explained within the season reset rules if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. All right, Amethyst shop for the UTR event, same thing. Double check your currencies, buy what you want. All right, and then our season shop will be that. And then one more, the real shop, the store. If you are a spender, you want to go to this. And if you haven't already done the double up, like I only bought one thing, the $100 double up. But if you're going to be a spender and you know you want to buy a bunch next season, especially to start off with a special banner, buy a couple packs now with the double up because when you start season 2, you're going to get to use those double ups again. So at least you can have some on deck ready to spend for the beginning of the season. And if you decide to buy more later, you're at least going to get double your money's worth. And as far as no money goes, we still have this shop to talk about. And that is, on one more day, my Master Scrolls are going to reset, and I can buy more. Personally, I prioritize buying Master Scrolls over buying Heliolite die once you're at the end of your first season or in your second season. I buy these every single month. It's only once a month you can buy the set of like, what, 10? So it is what it is. Like, once it's gone, it's gone. It's only once a month, so you might as well try to grab it. I'm assuming that in one day when mine reset, I can buy the max. And then when season reset happens, it's going to be a whole new store with a reset anyway. But maybe not. Maybe I have to wait a whole nother month still. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out together. So that's just another tip. Buy your Master Scrolls while you can, because this resets only once a month. And that's pretty valuable for account progression. And a final note on the idea of resources that save and don't save. Just because your season's ending doesn't mean you should be pulling all your Starlight, all your Heliolite die, using your Wormaro. Save those items. My tip number 10, for advice number 10, is to save this as long as you can, as much as you can for the start of your new season, to start off strong and have the best chances to summon all the new heroes as well as the old ones, and then have a choice of what to do with your Wormaro. But alright guys, that's been all for today's video. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Make sure you kind of complete your checklist of things to do for Season 1, and I'll see you in the next video.